Teaching should make a student wise. Everybody wants their child to be Isaac Newton or Einstein, but still we are united by one aim: protection of the country. It's very difficult to own up and say, yes, it was my fault, I did it. And that can only happen if you're humble. You will understand cultures and be able to contribute as a better citizen. Children, it's time, uh, to learn, to understand, to apply. That is the journey of life.
For joining me on the podcast today. And it's a pleasure to have your views on different topics in learning, education, and how the future of education will be.
Well, firstly, it's a great honor for me to have been asked to speak on some very important issues as far as education of children is concerned. And I will certainly share my views on what I feel can assist the children into making them good citizens, good human beings.
Thank you, sir. So, as we move to the education, when we look at the education system that we've had over the years, it has evolved so much. And now everybody talks about experiential learning. Ki, for the students, for the whether it is young or 12th ke hai, or if it is 5th or 6th grade, everybody is focusing on experiential learning. So what would you like to say about that?
Well, yes, it is very important to learn through experiences, what we call experiential learning. Well, my views are that we need to understand that teaching and learning is not confined to a classroom. It is all encompassing. They have to go out, they have to do various activities where they will learn by doing. So whether it is sports, whether it's co-curricular, whether it's hobbies, they must know how to use everything, their mind, their body, their hands. And that only happens when you do some activity and gain through the experience, whether you do it right or wrong. And if you do it not the correct way, you will correct it and make it right. So experiential learning is coming in a big way. The new education policy 2020 talks a lot about experiential learning. Schools are co-opting it in their curriculum, and it is happening. It will benefit the students because when they see things, when they do things, it stays with them. That experience stays with them. So experiential learning is very important, and I think that's a very good step which this NEP 2020 has taken.
And sir, as you know, the director of Yadavindra Public School, such a big institution and with so much history and so much heritage, and I would like to also talk about the values that you talk about as part of the institution, which has imbibed in their students over the past few years: Vidya, Veerta, and Vinay. In the age of technology, how are you as a leader of the school, how are you taking that forward?
Okay, I'll give you a little brief background into what our motto of Vidya, Vinay, Veerta is all about. So, our school started just after independence. It was the first private public school, 1948. And we had to choose a motto. So Vidya actually is not knowledge, it is a larger version of knowledge. So we interpret it as wisdom. That a teaching should make a student wise to take a correct decision. So Vidya is about wisdom, not only knowledge. It is application of knowledge, which in its larger form is called wisdom. Vinay is namrata, humility. You must be humble. You have to be humble and understand the world and be an inclusive part of society. And that can only happen if you're humble. You will understand cultures, and be able to contribute as a better citizen. Virta is about courage, courage of conviction, courage of doing the right thing. So wisdom, being humble, will give you the power of being practicing courage. You see, it's very easy to hide a wrong thing. It's very difficult to own up and say, yes, it was my fault, I did it, and I am sorry, it will not happen again. So it is that courage which will make you a complete human being. Apart from this, the other values which we imbibe in our school curriculum is about three things: honesty, loyalty, and integrity. And I think these issues of honesty, loyalty to yourself, loyalty to your family, loyalty to society, loyalty to your country, integrity. Integrity is very important. At the end of it, at the end of life, nobody wants to know how much money you have, how many houses or how many cars you own and how many planes you fly. You only say he was a good man. And that good man is about integrity. वो किस किस्म का इंसान था, वो अच्छा इंसान था, लोगों की मदद करता था. So honesty, loyalty, integrity combined with Vidya, Vinay, Virta make up the core values of value education in our school, which we practice in many forms, through co-curricular activities, through sports, and through various interactions in inter-school activities, travel. So experiential learning comes through travel, travel outside school, travel overseas in the country. They make friends, they learn from each other. That is what my view on this is.
Beautiful, sir. Beautifully put. So, given your stint in the Indian Army, you have 35 plus years of 38 to be precise. You've served the country, and you have grown up thinking a certain way. So, how much of it comes to school? Or what is it that you bring from there to school? Is there anything that you've incorporated into the school?
Well, first and foremost, in the defense forces, it is unity and diversity. Yeah. There are soldiers from all across the country, but still we are united by one aim: protection of the country. So you give up your personal requirements for one single aim. As far as children go, what is very important for them today is about teamwork. Okay, you can't survive as an individual in society. You need to be a member, effective member of a team. You must contribute positively to a team. And eventually you must be a good leader. So it starts with teamwork, starts with leadership. Now, how does teamwork happen? You have to understand each other. There are people from all walks of society. There are children who come from different backgrounds. Some are city children, some are from rural background, some are from semi-rural background. They all have their own ideologies, own thought process. If you understand cultures, you will be able to forge a good team. You see, today children are very intelligent. The IQ level is very good. They will study. They will produce results. But can you be an effective team member? Can you lead a team? Are you confident to contribute to society eventually as a citizen? They will all work all over the globe. You must be a global citizen. How does that happen? Inclusivity, not exclusivity. You must include everybody. So I think that's a great value what the Army taught us, that people who come from anywhere and everywhere are forged into a team. Similarly with students. And that's what I've been trying to do.
Beautiful, sir. I mean, I'm sure you have like lot of learnings and lot of experiences from your Army experience. Talking about the future of the students and the current mindset that we have, reducing attention spans that students have now, what are the things that you would suggest to the students or the parents for that matter, for the students to have a good future?
Yes, so it all relates to what they are going through. Today, the evolution of technology is so fast. It is coming into all walks of life. Similarly, education. So today, education is using many technology platforms to deliver education. And because it's technology, it's press button technology. You put a finger and instantly you get an answer, like AI and chat GPT, or you want to look up anything. So with that, what has happened is the younger generation has become impatient. They just want to press everything and it should come. They don't realize that learning has to be learned in a proper way. Assimilation takes time, so you got to mull over a thing. Technology in a way is good, in a way it's not good. They're impatient because they want an instant answer. So their attention. So why is it taking so long for a teacher to explain to me what the answer to the question is? But if I press Mr. Google, he will produce it in 1 minute. Okay? So that is what is happening. Their attention span is going down because they're not patient. They don't want to sit and watch whatever they're watching. They get fed up. It says, how long is this movie? He says 2.5 hours. Itni badi movie? आधे घंटे में खत्म हो जानी चाहिए. So they'll see, go on YouTube and watch a little podcast or something. They don't want to sit through anything. And that is causing anxiety. Anxiety amongst students, anxiety amongst parents. Now parents are also very demanding. Everybody wants their child to be Isaac Newton or Einstein. First time. Everybody's capability is different. Interests are different. So there are a lot of pressure on the school. Why is my child got 9 out of 10 and why not 10 out of 10? So their expectations are way above what the capabilities are. Some children develop late in their teens. Some are way ahead. Some burn out early. So they have to understand human beings. So there is a lot of expectation a parent has from his children. They are not allowing them to grow in a natural way. You see traffic on the roads. Everybody in a hurry. He will overtake from the left, he will overtake from the right. If he had his way, he will fly over your car. ऊपर से भी निकल जाऊँ, आगे निकल जाना है. वो आगे जाने वाली कहानी है ना जो, वो tells you how impatient people are. Because of technology. He'll say, जी वो आगे निकल जाए. So children, it takes time, to learn, to understand, to apply. That is the journey of life. So, the UN study says the current youth will live 100 years. 100 years if they live, they have to be equipped to live 100 years. So first 25 years of a life cycle is very important, foundation. Then the next 75, you will be able to navigate. But if first 25 you don't do it well, you will keep facing hurdles in the next 75. After school, the world is a jungle. You have to be confident to navigate in that jungle. Nobody will tell you what to do, how to do it. School mein batayenge. Come on, sit down, this is the way you do it, this is how you practice it, show it to me, I'll correct it. So whether it's sports, whether it's co-curricular, whether it's academics, exams, after school, nobody will guide you. Nobody's got time, nobody's interested. So by the time a child leaves school in class 12 at the age of 18, they must be fully equipped and fully confident to handle themselves. And that is what the basic aim of education is. Wisdom. आपकी जो knowledge है, वो can you apply it well? Are you confident? Once you are wise and you are humble and you have the courage of Vidya Vinay Virta, you are a good human being. You will not fail.
Beautifully summarized, sir. I think that's a very important thing that needs to be spoken today, and coming from you with such a great experience and a great institution like yours. Thank you for mentioning that. And
well, thank you. One last word. My message to the youth and to the parents is just be patient. Things will happen. And good things will happen. Patience is the mother of virtue. You will do well if you are patient. Don't be impatient.
thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for joining.
So I went to school, I learned about child psychology, and then most of our education system is career oriented. It is not life ready. I feel, informed parenting is much more easier than just taking a chance without knowing what it is. It's important to train the children from a very young age on these sensitive and sensible areas. So I said, okay, fine, who do you think all these natural resources like mountains, lakes, rivers belong to?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Newton Classroom Podcast. Stay tuned.